right, everybody, welcome to the Waukee Chamber Waukee Wake Up. We are so happy to have everybody, and I mean everybody, in our space this morning. We have a live audience. We are doing something very, very special today. Usually we are recording the Jealous podcast, the Bing Bang podcast at this table, where we bring in guests each week from our team, and we talk about, why we're jealous of them and what makes them tick, and we get motivated. We feel really good. But we are doing something very special today. We have some big unveiling that we are going to do. We have some great people. We have Michael, Aaron, and DJ, and we're going to ask you all a few questions. But yeah, we have some people from the community. We have some donuts and some coffee, some networking. We've got screens going. We've got the real deal set up. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so happy to have everybody here. We're on a bit of a time limit, so we're just going to get this thing kicked off. So welcome so much. And Aaron, we are going to start with you.
Hello.
Hello. So I would love for you to just introduce yourself, talk about what we're doing here and what you're all about with the Waukee Chamber.
Sure. My name is Erin Hollerman, and I am the chair of the Waukee Young Professionals. The Waukee Young Professionals were essentially a group of people who either work or live in in Waukee. And essentially we get together and we network and we try and better our community. We usually hold 2 events per month, usually a morning coffee event, followed by a social event later in the month. So that's kind of what you would see as far as typical events for the Waukee Young Professionals. And we're just excited to be here.
Interesting. So if someone was interested in joining the group, how would they go about doing that?
Yeah, there's a couple ways. You could contact Michael at the chamber. Otherwise, you can go to waukeeyp.com or you can check out our Facebook page.
Right.
All great ways to get involved.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And how did you end up getting involved with that?
Through the chamber, actually.
Yeah.
Just saw that they were looking to start up a Waukee Young Professional group back in 2018. So piqued my interest, and I've been with them ever since. So it's been a great ride and met a lot of great people along the way. And it's a great way to also get involved with a lot of local businesses. I've been out to a number of businesses that I maybe wouldn't have otherwise. So it really gets you exposed to a lot of different people and a lot of different businesses. So it's been great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I know that there is one particular event coming up, the Blank Children's Bowling event. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, actually we held our Bowling for Blank event last night at Warrior Lanes in Waukee, and it was a great success. We actually raised about just over $1,500 for the Blank Children's Hospital. It's kind of one of our annual events that we hold every December. We're hoping to repeat that next year and maybe raise even more money next year. But it's a fun event and open to all ages, not just the young professionals. So yeah, it's been great.
Very, very cool. Are there any other events or meetings that you would like to plug just upcoming that anyone here or listening would want to attend?
Yeah, well, we are working on planning out our events for next year, but kind of what it would look like is usually the first or second Wednesday of every month, we have what's called our Waukee Wake Up. We hold those at various coffee shops, businesses throughout Waukee. So that's kind of an event you can expect and kind of tentatively put on your calendar. And then we'll have a lot of exciting socials announced on Facebook throughout next year. So yeah.
Wonderful. All really, really interesting stuff going on. So
absolutely.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. DJ, spotlight's on you. Go ahead and introduce yourself. What are we doing? And what are we doing here this morning?
Sure. So DJ Soltz with President and CEO at Illuminated, and then I'm the 2022 board chair for the board for the Waukee Area Chamber. Today we're here, I think in part to kind of recap 2021 and everything that has happened this year, but also to, at the end of this, reveal our new branding, which we're super excited for. Before we dive into that, though, I have to take a second to recognize Erin's leadership for the YP group. Now, she's been involved with this group since its beginning, but particularly this year as chair. You've accomplished a ton in what we've done, and we had our biggest event yet last night, which is huge. So thank you for your leadership.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
From there, where do I start? Well, by unlocking my notes so that I don't get totally confused here. Thank you, iPad.
You're good. Yeah. I mean, just what's been going on in the chamber? I know there's so much, and I mean, even to have this event here, and we are a part of the chamber, and it's so cool to be able to have all these faces and be able to make all these connections. But what's going on?
Yeah, 2021 has been a year of recovery, but also a year of big growth for this organization. And for the business community in Waukee and the Des Moines area at large. Right now in Waukee, we're we're the fastest growing large city in Iowa. We've got 6 people coming to Waukee every day.
That is such a crazy number to think about, to actually break it down and think about. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and that's 6 new residents, not 6 visitors just walking in,
walking out
from day to day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're growing. We've grown 74% since 2010. We're a completely different city than we were back then. And as a result, at the beginning of this year, our board met and realized that we needed to set a strategic direction for this organization that truly represents the fastest growing large city in Iowa. So in January, with the help of our board chair for this year, Travis Gall, we set that new strategic direction to really reinvigorate the chamber. Hi, Travis. Reinvigorate the chamber and move forward from there. That included coming back from COVID, coming back to in-person events. And of course, there were some bumps in the road as we went through that. In March, our executive committee took over day-to-day operations, and we learned a ton about managing an organization like a chamber. And then in June, hired Michael as our new president and CEO, and it's been a tremendous hire for us to be able to have him lead this organization.
I think you guys did a great job with the search.
We returned to our in-person events in June with our golf outing, which was the biggest golf outing we've had to date, which was just a ton of fun to get back in person, see everyone who we hadn't seen in quite a while, except for in their little boxes on Zoom.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Then in September, we got back to our in-person economic development bus tour, which is always fitting for Waukee. There's so much growth to see on a regular basis. And so with the city's help, we're able to show everyone all the new development projects that are coming. Now we've just got a ton of excitement and all the growth in all areas of this organization. And we're excited to really be that guide and cheerleader for this business community here in Waukee.
Excellent. So if there is a business owner or an individual that wants to get more involved or become a part of this, what steps do they have to take to do that?
Yeah, so I'd say, if you have a business in the Waukee area and you're not a member currently, go to our website, reach out to Michael directly, whatever. There's a lot of different ways to get a hold of Michael. And he will walk through that process to get someone signed up as a new member. If people are already a member, then it's getting more involved. It's coming to our events. It's joining our committees. We've got a lot of exciting committees around here from our ambassadors who help connect those new members into our community, to our events committee, formerly our community development committee, who helps plan those signature events for us. And then our economic development committee, which meets on a regular basis to learn about all the new things coming to Waukee. So that's not all of our committees, but just that highlight there. There's a ton of ways to get involved.
Very, very good. So like you said, hopefully the Zoom is fading out, just as there is a light at the end of the tunnel. What events or what other things do people have to look forward to just get together and see their peers and network? What do you have coming up? What's on the calendar? What are big things that you have on the horizon?
Well, the next thing we have is a business luncheon on December 16th. Now, this is a little awkward because I'm the one presenting at that luncheon.
Go ahead and plug it.
We'll be talking about how to attract, engage, and convert more of your ideal clients in 2022. So it's a fitting thing for the end of this year. Moving into next year, that'll be December 16th at 12 p.m. at the Palms Theater in Rick's Cafe there. Then in January, we'll have, as Aaron talked about, a Waukee Wake Up that's for YP and another business luncheon as well. Details to be announced there. And then something to be on the lookout for our members is we'll be announcing soon the date for our annual banquet, which will be in early February. So excited to share more about that soon.
Coming right up. Oh my gosh, time flies when you're having fun, and you guys are.
Absolutely.
It looks like you're having a ton of fun, and that is what you want to see. I know. Switching over here to Michael, you are the new face. You have just brought this new energy and this new life into the chamber, and how does that feel?
It's exciting. I think we're all jacked. I mean, we're jealous of the Jealousy podcast. That's why we're here. We wanted a little piece of the pie.
Hey, you can always come back anytime.
Exactly.
Anytime. Yeah. So June, right?
June 28th.
June
yeah.
28th.
Official start date. Yeah. Super excited to be the new president and CEO of the organization and be a Waukee resident. Been here for about three and a half years now. Love this community. Got involved right away with the YP, with the community development committee, now events committee, and you can just feel the excitement. I mean, we have so many good people, I mean, that are here right now. That volunteer engagement, that's missing from a lot of communities, and that's not Waukee. Waukee has so many people that are bought in. They don't just show up, they're actually involved in the process, which I think is very valuable. Like too close
No.
or too far
There
away?
you go.
Okay, thank you. Intimate, yes.
Was that obvious enough for
Very subtle. Yeah.
Michael?
Yeah, exactly. But no, super excited to lead this organization. Such an exciting time for Waukee. We're really focused on supporting the business community and our members, as well as our community members, and really building on the growth and success of Waukee and turning that into momentum as we move into 2022. Building on our signature events, our economic development bus tour, golf social, annual banquet, as well as our ribbon cuttings, grand openings, giving our community members and business community a chance to connect and network and celebrate Waukee together, which is always really exciting.
Yeah, I tell you what, I think Bing Bang came into Waukee at a very convenient time. Like, kind of pat ourselves in the back a little bit. We have been here a year in September, and just looking out the window and being able to see the growth that this area has coming. How exciting is that? I mean, there's going to be all kinds of things with the concert venue, but just the communities. It's a great place to raise a family and have a business. I mean, it's really incredible to be here. We feel very lucky to be here, and we're just glad that we have people like you that have our back. I mean, a couple weeks ago we had our ribbon cutting. Finally,
Yes.
it was pushed back, and we had it, and this place was packed, and it was incredible. I mean, I rode that high.
Dangerous.
And
It was-
dangerous.
There was old fashions. You had to try a drink at every station.
Yeah.
I had to talk, so I could only visit 3 of the 5 stations. Otherwise, I might not have been able to talk. So
I'm still feeling a little bitter. My drink did not win. I'm cheated. I feel cheated, but that's okay. I guess we can let some of the other team members have it. But
right.
like you said, there are many exciting things, and one of those exciting things is you guys are going through a bit of a rebrand. You talk about the process and why that was a decision you wanted to make.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as DJ mentioned, we've had a phenomenal board, and when I came on, I mean, they've done such a great job getting me up to speed, and they're probably a little more involved than they wanted to be at first, obviously with not having any staff in place, but they've been phenomenal. Travis Gall's here, our current board chair, DJ. New board member, I think, out there, and Chris Jewell. So super excited to have him come on in 2022. But yeah, so through that process when I came in, I mean, it was basically 3 priorities. It was reconnecting and engaging with our members and building those relationships right away with our current membership. And then from there, it was getting back to in-person events, which we've done with our business luncheons, our Waukee wake-ups, and then some of our signature events. And then the third one was establishing our identity and who we wanted to be as an organization. As DJ mentioned, we're growing. There's a lot of excitement. We want to match that excitement. So we really did a deep dive, and our board meets once a month. These past few months, it's probably been more like 3 times a month. Everyone's been putting in a lot of hours to establish who we wanted to be and get all of our thoughts into one place. And then from there, we developed an RFP that we sent out for new branding, strategic messaging, and then a website. And we've wrapped up the branding and messaging. So super excited to unveil that here shortly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know, and especially you, DJ, branding is more than just a logo, although we are going to be revealing that. It is who you are and what you stand for and what you do. So
Absolutely.
What a huge project. What a very, very exciting project. How do you feel about it?
I'm excited. I'm stoked. I mean, just to have a color palette is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, as a branding guide, right?
Yes,
it's just
exactly.
it's so good when you have that. You feel official. You feel like you can go take on the world,
Right.
And you can. Well, at least it's part of the metro.
Oh,
Take it.
100%. We're taking it. We're taking all of it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, should we just go for it?
I think we want to show the people.
I think we want to show the people. Okay. Yeah, we need a drum roll, please.
roll.
Oh my gosh!
So as you can see, a lot more color.
A lot more color. Oh, that looks sharp.
Yes. As you can see, a lot of messages within the logo. One of the biggest ones is just celebrating that growth and the upward outstretched portion of the logo. One of our priorities through the process was to not copy, but complement the city's branding to make sure that people know that there's no confusion that we are part of Waukee.
Right.
And we actually kept their blue color in there. And then we actually took the red and yellow, but we brightened them. So we've got a sunshine and we've got kind of a candy apple red, along with this kind of a secondary color there in the rust. But super excited about this logo. I think it really matches our excitement and who we want to be as an organization. And like I said, there's a color palette, so I don't have to match black and white to every graphic that I do. So super excited about that. And then I'll actually give you a chance here briefly to see some submarks here that we've created.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's official.
It's officially official.
Great work.
Put this back on here so I don't drop everything.
Great work. Want to take another one, Ronnie? Oh, okay. Okay. Is everyone going to see it? How do you all feel? Congratulations. We know, I mean, we do, we've done a ton of this work and it is such an undertaking, and to get it right, there's a lot of back and forth, maybe a little frustration in there, but at the end, like, you nailed it. Congrats. This is how exciting. This is just one step in a direction that you guys are headed, and that's to success. You can tell that. So congrats. Amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really excited about it. Like I said, so you'll be seeing this all over everything. So we're excited to put it out there. We've been sitting on it for a little bit, so we're really excited to officially release it.
Yeah. So what does that process look like? What's the rollout look like from here? We're doing the launch, we're doing this. What's the rest?
Yeah, so obviously the new logo, so you'll see that incorporated on all of our socials, all of our new collateral, things like that. And then the next major process is rolling out our website towards the end of January. That'll be the biggest piece, and I think it's going to be a huge benefit to our members. The different elements to that website that we'll be able to add to really engage with our membership and community members, and better facilitate events and things like that on our calendar. So
very good.
Yeah.
What are you just the most excited about? Just in general, and that's a super generic question, but
I think I'm most excited for our annual banquet. I think that it's going to be a really exciting event, a little bit different than we've typically done it. But I think it's going to give us a great opportunity to celebrate the past year and then motivate and inspire for 2022.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, congrats, you guys. This is a big step in the right direction. And we are so happy to have been able to host this and get you guys on your first podcast. That's a huge deal. You can go put it on your LinkedIn
Yes,
immediately.
thank you.
You're going to be booked for the rest of the year. There's only a few days left. But yeah, we are so happy to see all these smiling faces and to, Being Banged have the opportunity to host this great event. Let us do it again, please.
Absolutely.
I'm going to change my title on LinkedIn to /podcaster.
Okay, that's exactly right. And do not try to steal these headphones because...
Who told you I was going to do
I
that?
know. I just could see it in your eye. I could see it in your eye. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else in closing that you want to cover?
No, I guess after we wrap up here, if anybody has any questions about anything, feel free to grab your DJ or Travis and ask away.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Awesome. Bye-bye.